God.
I don't think you quite understand the journey we're about to go on today.
I don't.
As we talked about last week, on Strong Bad's website, there's an Easter egg where if you click on the F10 icon at the very bottom of the page, you're taken to this blog, Strong Sad's blog.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're not animated and mainly are a visual gag to resemble someone's moody live journal. And throughout the entirety of the Strong Sad's Lament, it was released between November 17th of 2002 all the way through September 9th of 2005. And now you may be asking yourself, why are we covering this? And to that I say, because... And so...
Because content.
But no, not even just because content, because there's a lot in here, honestly, that I don't think we necessarily need to discuss, but it's something that needs to be shown.
Yeah.
So I put together a team.
Oh.
And that team includes Austin Nebbia, Ben Auxier, Kyle Carrozza, Pryin Brian Corbett, Bradley Irvine, and Charley Marlowe, as well as myself. And I've divided up the 18 entries amongst the group.
Oh my word, so we're getting a whole bunch of... This is like, do you know about that Bob Dylan biopic?
No, I don't.
There's a Bob Dylan biopic, and they had different segments of the film representing different parts of his life, but they had a different actor play him in each one.
Yeah, so that's basically what we're doing here. But yeah, I've divided all of the entries up amongst the group, and I've edited them all together for your listening pleasure.
Each day we die a little more, suffering under the weight of our world. They make fun of me in my dreams, my strong family, and the G. I'll stay in my room where I feel free to rock it quietly. And each day
The beginning of the end. November 17th, 2002. Current mood. Reticent. Current tunes. Understanding in a car crash. By Thursday. Oh well. Welcome to my weblog. You're probably gonna hate it and write me horrible emails. In fact, never mind. I give up. R.I.P. Strong Sad's weblog, 12:05 to 12:15.
Later that same evening.
Current mood. Less reticent. Current tunes. Concealer by Thursday. So, I've thought it over and I've decided to give the weblog another chance. Strong Bad's always stealing my journal anyway, so I may as well make it public for all the world to ridicule. I'll try and keep it updated every week or so, depending on how heavy the weight of the world is at that particular time. I thought I'd begin with my crushed hope of the day. Have friends.
A new beginning of the end. November 18th, 2002. Current mood. Slight. Current tunes. Matthew Sweet. Altered Beast. When I woke up this morning, I thought to myself, today's gonna be my day. Strong Sad's day. I have since come to discover that today is not Strong Sad's day, just like every other day. Though I suppose you could call it Strong Sad's day to have toothpaste smeared in his eyes by his brothers. Unfortunately, that day is also fast becoming synonymous with weekdays. I have a good feeling about tomorrow, though. I'm hoping that someone other than Homestar talks to me. Today he kept asking,
When can we
Dr. Jefferson! That guy has a communication problem.
A New Pain, November 23rd, 2002. Current mood, devoid. Current tunes, The Smiths, Mead is Murder. Today, Strongbad asked me to help him with his whistling, so I kept trying to explain to him how to do it, but he wasn't getting it. He finally punched me on the side of my knee and said, "Whistle this." I don't know what that means. The punch didn't really hurt, so that was good. But then I told him that the punch didn't hurt. That was a mistake. Then he got Strongbad to punch me on the side of my knee.
Douglas.
That one hurt. A lot. I started to elevate my mind so I wouldn't be able to feel the pain. But I decided that feeling the pain was better than feeling nothing at all. I have given the pain in my knee a name. I call him Cray.
From Out of the Darkness, February 3rd, 2003. Current mood, sebaceous. Current tunes, Pet Shop Boys. Discography, the complete singles collection.
Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand that's pointing at your head. You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs and knocking down tables.
Okay, so I kind of freaked out at the end of the year there and couldn't bring myself to post in my web journal. The pressure of all you people on the internet reading my inner thoughts got to be too much. So I locked myself in the pantry and revealed my secrets to fruit roll-ups and economy-sized cans of Heinz ketchup. It worked for a while until I realized 3 months had passed and I'd gained 45 pounds. But now I'm back. Here I am, internet. Rock me like an E-hurricane.
A new year, a new you. February 5th, 2003. Current mood, rotten inside. Current tunes, Jerry Goldsmith, The Poltergeist Motion Picture Score. Normally, I don't make any New Year's resolutions, but the idea of self-improvement is growing on me. So I started asking around about them. Bubs says he's going to quit embezzling from himself. Marzipan's going to try and enforce tougher water restrictions on the rest of us. And when I asked Homestar what his resolution was, he said,
"Oh, 640 by 480 probably."
That made me laugh. Then Homestar said,
"What?"
And I remembered what league I was playing in. Nothing. That's a good one, I told him.
"I know."
He said,
"You should see Space Quest 3. It looks awesome."
My resolution for this year is to not feel so bad about wanting to hit Homestar so much.
A dark, dark day. February 14th, 2003. Current mood? Meh. Current tunes? Say Goodbye Good by The Promise Ring.
Say goodbye, good. Hey, hey, hey. We might not be fooling around today.
I think this just about sums it up. Special thanks to the cheat. And then there's a little powered by the cheat flash animation here where there's a Grim Reaper pulling a lever with little hearts on a conveyor belt, and when he pulls the lever, a big crusher comes down and crushes the heart and breaks it. And it's just on a continuous loop.
Say goodbye, good.
Posted on my face, February 20th, 2003. Current mood, self-pitying. Current tunes, Butch Willis, I'm the kitty cat.
I'm the kitty cat. I'm the kitty cat. Big, dumb, overweight. I'm the kitty cat.
I woke up this morning with a post-it on my face that said, I am very awesome. Got it? I wonder who that was from. In case any of you are new readers, that would be my brother, Strong Bad. He thinks that he is very awesome and also likes post-its a lot. When I'm done with this entry, I'm going to go fix myself a cup of tea. Then I'll probably start trying to avoid Strong Bad for the rest of the day. Oh, here he is now. If I type real quiet, maybe he won't come in.
Out of the way, Harry Elefante.
No,
no. A stupid guy. I'm a stupid guy.
No. Cut it out. I want to get back to my blog.
Shoving back. I didn't account for that.
Okay, I didn't type that. I'll go ahead and leave it so you guys can have an idea of what I have to put up with.
More like writer's blech. February 28th, 2003. Current mood. Getting frustrated. Current tunes. Godspeed, you Black Emperor. I can't tell where one song stops and the next one starts. Ugh! It's 4 a.m. already, and I haven't written one poem yet today. If I don't come up with something soon, my poem count for February will be the lowest ever. I was trying to write something about the crack on my ceiling, but it seemed a little upbeat for my style. Maybe I could write about how no one is ever around to understand how clever I am. Clever I am? Next to no one. Undiscovered and soggy. Look up, look down. They're around, probably laughing. Still bright, watery. Listed among the top. 10, 9. Late night, early morn. Early morn. Now I sleep.
Weird time. March 13th, 2003. Current mood? Torn. Current tunes? The Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me soundtrack by Angelo Badalamenti. Today I got this Evite from Homestar. You're invited to I'm creepin' and I'm creepin' and I'm creepin' party. Hosted by Homestar. Where? Almost there. When? Friday, March 14th from 9 to 3 till. Comments. Please come to my mega mix. Bring dips. Chips will be provided. Bonfire, social graces, late night Jenga jam. 4 live bands, 2 on the main stage, 2 on the Nokia Sugar Phone sideshow stage. Live acts to be announced. Most or all of the live acts will be to hug a tree. That spells trouble. The last time he invited me to do something, I had to hug a tree. And it was just the 2 of us, but he kept talking about what a great turnout there was. And the only refreshments were chips, mustard, and gravy, except he called the chips hot wings. But at the same time, I'm not exactly an invitation magnet, am I? I guess I'll go.
A long time. August 5th, 2004. Current mood? Smarmy. Current tunes? Frank Zappa, Uncle Meat. So I forgot the password to my blog a year or so ago and I just remembered it. I had decided to count how many times I blinked yesterday, and around 3:14, I was up to 2,387 when I remembered my password was gray_n_gray584. That jogged my memory because 2,387 reminds me of 584 for some reason. They must be cosmically linked. Is anyone even reading this? A little haiku before I sign off. Broken slouchiness, smiling from outside the spine. Sit up straight for once. That's all for now. I ended up blinking 7,413 times. My record is 11,083.
Dr. Scholes? August 12th, 2004. Current mood? Prisley. Current tunes? Peter Murphy, Holy Smoke. Okay. Let's be honest. My feet look like elephant feet, but they are not. They're called soons. Let's review. Elephant equals elephant feet. Strong sad equals soons. After a little Epsom salt bath every night, my soons are quite soft and comfy. When I walk on the beach, people laugh at me because my footprints are just big circular indentations in the sand. It's possible that they're laughing at the fact that I wear a hooded sweatshirt when I swim in the ocean. The sun is such an evil thing. I also bring my towel with me into the water so nobody steals it. I hate the beach.
The Curse of Keen Eyes, August 19th, 2004. Current mood, more humbled than usual. Current tunes, my own remix, the writings of Gregor Mendel, read over some old Brian Eno stuff.
Mendel's Principles of Heredity, written by William Bateson and me, Gregor Mendel.
Why am I cursed with being the guy that always sees the saddest and most pathetic little snippets of other people's lives? Does anybody else have this problem? Like today, I was at a thrift store and I happened to look over just as this old lady walked right into a window that I guess she thought was a doorway, and she was going at a pretty good clip for a woman of her age too. She left a big face print on the glass and broke her bifocals and dropped a bunch of gross napkins she was carrying. And if that wasn't bad enough, then she looks over and sees me looking at her and goes, "I'm sorry, Cambridge, will you shut off this force shield?" I couldn't take it, so I ran away. Right into a window that I guess I thought was a doorway. Or rather, right through a window that I thought was a doorway. Now I'm banned from soiled bargains. It's cool, though. I kinda don't wear clothes.
So much as to general neglect of the subject.
History Lesson Part 2, August 26th, 2004. Current mood, whimsically wistful. Current tunes, 5 Years by Bowie at the Beeb.
Pushing through the market square.
I think if I grew up in the late 18th century, I would have made sure Johnny Appleseed and I were best friends. What a freaking weirdo, right? Wore a pot on his head and planted apple trees everywhere. There's no way that guy had any friends. He'd have no choice but to make me his best. I would have a washboard round my neck and overalls and been his right-hand man. Sadie Dumpington. We'd crisscross this great nation of ours, he planting apple trees and me rapping out songs of the day on my washboard for the townsfolk in exchange for table scraps. Songs like, Yankee Doodle, or maybe Skip to My Lou. I'm not sure if those were around then, though. Or if they'd sound like anything other than scree-skronk on a washboard. Geez, my job would have been way harder than his, ungrateful hippie. Nothing but chucking seeds and getting all the girls for Appleseed while Sadie picks up the slack and keeps food on the table. Forget Johnny Appleseed. I'll take my washboard and jam with Francis Scott Key instead. That guy knew how to party. Orchestrally.
Dinner for One, September 9th, 2004. Current mood? Zonked. Current tunes? Mr. Mom original motion picture soundtrack. I grilled up some zucchini last night, and oh man, that was a good meal. Grilling vegetables by oneself on a George Foreman grill outside by the trash cans can be the most pleasant of dining experiences. It's like I always say, food should be consumed in the most depressing way possible. In other news, I recently discovered that I can't jump. Gravity works real good on me.
Stats and Stumps. August 17th, 2005. Current mood. Still alive. Current tunes. The Black Rider by Tom Waits.
Come on along with the Black Rider. We'll have a gay time.
So, here I am again. Not quite a year since my last update. I checked the site stats for my blog, and in the 349 days of dormancy, my blog had 4.2 visitors, and only 3 of them were me. I bet Homestar's the 0.2 of a person. I wonder who that other person was. Oh, I guess Homestar could have checked it out 6 times. That's probably it. I recently sat on a tree stump. That's a real rush. If you've never done it, give it a shot. It's the kind of thing you see in stories a lot, but don't actually get to do very often. I had to stand up after a few hours because it was so intense. I'm also pretty excited about trying to hibernate this winter. I see no reason to not type the alphabet. Capital A, lowercase a. Capital B, lowercase b. Capital C, lowercase c. Capital D, lowercase d. Capital E, lowercase e. Capital F.
Come on along with the Black Rider. We'll have a gay
Lowercase x. Capital Y, lowercase y. Capital Z, lowercase z.
Parade on My Reign, September 1st, 2005. Current mood, stalwart. Current tunes, Bonnie Prince Billy, I See a Darkness.
And many times we've shared our thoughts.
It's been raining a lot lately. If I were an only child, that would be a good thing. Just me, my journal, and a few unscented candles. Colored, but unscented. Scented candles have always seemed unnatural to me. It's insulting to candle kind to have those perfumey clones walking around, scenting things up. And where does all this leave poor incense? Besides all over Marzipan's house, I mean. But I digress. Back to the topic at hand, rain. Rain would be great if I didn't have my brother's low brow and no brow constantly trying to ruin my dreary day parade. I remember a particular event they held called Bringin' the Rain Back to the Peeps, in which a contraption was rigged up to funnel rain in through my window and over my bed where I had previously been enjoying a wonderfully lonely rain nap, or wet nap, as I sometimes call them. As you can probably imagine, the peeps were not impressed. I am excited about my sometimes tri-monthly ritual of taking my journal out into the rain and writing poems as the ink bleeds down the page and becomes illegible. I see it as a sort of sacrifice by giving a very personal part of myself to the rain. That and the pneumonia I always seem to get.
That I see a darkness, and that I see a darkness, and that I see a darkness, and that I see.
Working for the weekend? September 9th, 2005. Current mood? Stereotyped and classified. Current tunes? Suzanne Vega, Solitude Standing.
Solitude stands by the window. She turns her head as I walk in the room.
What's so great about Fridays anyway? Everyone gets so jazzed about Fridays and weekends. Well, I get jazzed about Tuesdays and 3:02. Both AM and PM. More like TGITATOT, I say. Thank God it's Tuesday at 3:02. I usually just take a sip of lukewarm water and let loose for a few seconds. Speaking of which, how good is lukewarm water? It doesn't get the attention it deserves as a beverage. To expertly prepare a glass of lukewarm water, put a cup of water in the microwave for 19 seconds and then let it cool for about 3 minutes. If you start at 2:58, it should be perfect, right about 3:02. For best results, finish before 3:16. After that, the luke is lost and it's just warm water. Gross! I've been staring at the screen for over 6 hours since I typed that last line up there. Just trying to think of something to type. And then I thought of writing about how long I had been staring at the screen. I counted all the pixels on my monitor. 1280 by 1024 is correct. At first I thought it was off by 9 pixels, but when I recounted, they were all there. All 1,310,720 of them.
Hello, everybody. This is Editor Michael here, and I just wanted to take a quick second to address something. Now, for our astute listeners and the avid Strong Sad Lament reader, you probably noticed that we did leave out one entry, and that was intentional. We are very much aware of it, and the reason being is because, well, it's not on the website, and we figured that the Brothers Chaps probably deleted it for some reason, and they had a good reason, so we're respecting those wishes, and we're not going to bring any more light to it other than us addressing it at this very moment. So thank you for your understanding, and now back to the discussion.
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness. The production value on this.
Right? Okay, so first of all, this is
This is Michael's magnum opus, like
what we all just got to experience was incredibly special. Thank you to all those voice actors, which, let me see if I can remember all of them. Ben Auxier, Kyle Carosa, Charley Marlowe, Bradley Irvine, Michael Hunter, Austin Nebbia, and Pryin.
Oh my goodness. I was trying to guess who the voices were to. There was one part where I was like, that's Michael. That's Michael right there. And then if you hadn't told me that was Charlie, I'd been like, no, that's Charlie. I definitely, like, everyone has very unique tones to their voice. So I was just like,
holy cow, the production quality on that from you, Michael. Putting the songs there and getting it all scooped together. Bravo.
Thank you.
Was...
I appreciate that.
When did you have time to even make this?
Well, I've been doing this in secret for like the last month or so.